Well, think fast, because I accidentally pressed A.
We've already started. I haven't even thought of what voice I'm going to do this in, so here we go.
Oh, points for committing. I have no idea how well the whistling will pick up on the microphone of an iPad.
Right, here we go. I'm going to try and catch up. Episode 5 of New Hope, Chapter 5, Death Star Escape. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Chewbacca have rescued Princess Leia from the clutches of Darth Vader and his Imperial forces, but must now find a way out of the Death Star. Aided by the droid R2-D2 who can interface remotely with the Death Star control systems. Bam, check on wow, wow. They battle their way to the Millennium Falcon. Meanwhile, the Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi moves closer to his final destiny. Only a master of evil, Darth.
When it said Darth Vader there, I read it as Dutch Vader, which should be a very different thing. Oh, I'm your father, Luke. Cool.
Was that your attempt at a Dutch accent? Is that what that was?
Yeah, okay, right. I lived with a Dutchman for 3 years. Apparently still can't do it. I base it on gold members.
That's shocking. For the viewers who are watching these videos in order, I could not, in fact, think of a clever segue between Mel Brooks and Star Wars, other than, like... but I still want to talk about Mel Brooks movies, because, like, they're great.
Right, yeah, so continue your point from last episode.
Oh, we're talking about how brilliant Gene Wilder is, but he plays a fantastic character in the movie Blazing Saddles, where he plays the fastest gun in the West. And it's called The Mako Kid, and it's an absolutely tremendous scene where he's showing off his shooting abilities. It's absolutely tremendous. I just advise everyone watches it. I don't want to spoil the gag.
I've meant to watch it for ages. It's always been on my list. It was one of those. It was on my list, and then it got bumped on my list when Gene Wilder died. But then I still haven't got round to it.
Gene Wilder?
Oh, he died like 4 years ago.
Oh, that makes me. I didn't know that.
Sorry.
Oh,
I don't feel good about this now. I feel like I'm the bad person.
You are the bad person.
Look what you've made me feel. Oh no!
Oh, you made me feel my feelings. Feelings I didn't know I had. I didn't know I had sorrow for Gene Wilder's death. Oh, it sucks.
There's something going on here.
Oh, wait, oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no, I realised that.
Oh, no, actually, I think it actually was.
Oh!
I'm lagging out again. I mean, you'll have my audio, but
okay.
Oh, that's a lot of stormtroopers down there.
Yep, I realised that. I tried to pull 2 of their arms off and it didn't go well. Right, okay, we'll kill everyone here and then get back to it. I'm just dismembering these dudes.
Okay.
Oh, I seem to remember getting stuck here for ages as a kid and building a floor polishing machine. It's down there. I can see it.
I mean, naturally, we will still build the floor polishing machine because that's the
like
kind of quality content your viewership wants.
It is, isn't it? That is what they come here for. It's the floor polishing jokes, really. That sounds rude somehow. I don't know how, but it does.
I'm enjoying playing Han Solo. Like, I've never been as cool as Han Solo in real life. So the chance
he's a good shooty gun man in this, yeah.
Yeah, and also Han Solo. I know you don't like him, but I do. Han Solo is just cool.
Because it's the combination of everything I've ever heard about Harrison Ford is that he's a massive wanker.
He is.
Han Solo is
hugely.
also a massive wanker, and it's just. I can't shake the feeling that Harrison Ford isn't acting as Han Solo, and that very much makes me dislike the character.
Yeah. I have a problematic relationship with Harrison Ford as an actor, given that he appears in many of my favourite movies. But, like, as you've said, it's a giant dickhead.
Yeah, but like, ironically, that's the polite way of putting it. I think.
Yeah, I really, really like his work. Like, I love Blade Runner, I love Indiana Jones, I love Star Wars.
I've still never seen Blade Runner.
You said you don't like cyberpunk though, so I wouldn't necessarily.
Not hugely, no.
That you watch the cyberpunk movie.
Yeah, it's the other button. There you go. He's decent enough in Indiana Jones. Okay, that's fused, so hopefully that's the position we need it in. I think we should work now. I've lifted that platform up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Right, after you. Not after you.
Hang on.
After me.
Oh, no, I've got a good segue here because we were just talking about Indiana Jones and I'm about to do a cool, rad swing. Da 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 da.
Nice. Da, da, da. Yep, very good. Now you need to jump up that. That's the next challenge. Oh, no. Well, it shouldn't be necessary anyway because I think only one of us needs to be up here, and it's me.
As long as you've achieved that, that's fine.
Yep.
Also,
I achieved gameplay and you achieved comedy content, so everyone's happy.
Brilliant. I don't feel I'm being funny. Oh, I've got. Do I have a rehearsed Star Wars joke?
You said you had one.
I had a good Star Wars joke, but now it's gone out of my head.
I swear to God, if you say one again 3 times.
Oh no! Like I had another one, but now it's gone out of my brain.
Good.
Thanks, man.
Sorry, that was harsh.
Look at that floor polisher go.
Yeah, you got to use the floor polisher to press all of those.
Naturally. I mean, again,
we've got to get a stormtrooper up there.
How do we do that exactly?
There's a stormtrooper hat back the way, I think.
Okay. Oh, we can blow these up. That's news to me.
Apparently, yeah. Not that it helps. Apparently there's fuck all through there. I think it's that silvery shit we need a well detonated right.
I've got
Go on. Yep.
I got one. So like on Christmas morning, right, in the Skywalker house, Skywalker household. Okay, Vader says to Luke, he's like, Luke, I know what you're getting for Christmas. And Luke's like, how could you know, Lord Vader? And Vader says, I felt your presence.
That's actually legitimately pretty good, I must admit. Words cannot express how ready I was to hate that joke, and yet you got a legitimate laugh out of me, so that's pretty good, I must say.
I mean, I'm bringing laughter to, like, dozens who are tuning in for this.
There are dozens of us. Dozens! Right, let's try that again.
So
I messed that up badly.
Am I trying to, like, get up there with you? Is that what I must do in this situation?
Yes, you are, unfortunately. Oh. Just jump forwards. There we go.
Excellent,
yep, nice.
okay.
Nailed it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I remember getting stuck here for ages, so I think I didn't realise you needed to use the floor polisher to press those buttons down, which granted is not exactly a logical move. Ah, hello. Oh, there goes the element of surprise we had from me being dressed as a stormtrooper.
I must admit, like, I have got a real kick out of recording these, and I am so glad that they have been popular enough to justify making more.
I mean, I think there's a good chance we would have already made more anyway.
Are those stormtroopers cleaning the windows? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah. You clean the whole window with them, you get a mini kit, and then they come in and fuck you up, and then we fuck them up. It's all very good.
Excellent.
But yeah, no, I think we always would have ended up recording more anyway, but it's also nice to know that our efforts are appreciated and that people other than us are entertained. Which brings me on to my next point of...
Oh, what a segue. That was good. It was real good.
The next point of... How do people feel? Let us know in the comments about Lego. Oh, fuck.
Lego Lord of the Rings. You've done this every single time. Every single time.
What's wrong? Because my brain says... I say Lego and my brain just goes Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. And I'm like, no. Oh,
right.
Fuck. But yeah, that's high on the list. So do as ever. Let us know if you're interested. Oh, I think
we would be unbelievably good at
may
Lego
have killed you
there. That's okay. That's quite alright.
Okay, when you say unbelievably good, that implies gameplay skill. And
no.
Dangerous bar to set, but...
We could talk for days about Lego Lord of the Rings, or any Lord of the Rings.
And I do, yes. I think we're getting towards the end of this anyway now. We get to see the sweet showdown with Vader and Luke. Not Vader and Luke, Vader and Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Another thing that struck us during our rewatch is that when Alec Guinness, not Alec McGuinness, but Alec Guinness...
his cheap Scottish counterpart.
Yeah, when he's on screen... there is real gravitas to the film. So the best.
I think I think we all agreed. Like, so much of that film is basically carried by the weight of having Alec Guinness. Oh no! Alec Guinness and Peter Cushing really give that film a gravitas without which it would just feel so weird.
This is going to take a while.
I know. That's why I said oh no when I saw the spinning platform. The jump button is a real help here.
I thought I could walk onto it. I was trying to do that, but
nope.
Oh, look at that! I'm improving.
I was tempted. I realised that if I use the keyboard as well, I can just possess you and move you around. I was tempted to do that. I'd be like, hey, look, you did it! It's like when you give a child a controller that's not actually plugged in and then just play Mario Kart for them.
I used to do that with my little sister, who I'm hoping is not watching these videos because I've just shattered her childhood into 1,000 pieces. But yeah, I think the original trilogy in general makes really, really good use of its veteran cast. Like, very, very
yes,
good.
Definitely.
It's now an appropriate time to mention, Alec Guinness hated being in Star Wars. Apparently.
He did, but it's the whole thing of it. He hated doing it, but he strongly believed it would be successful, and so negotiated something like, I think it's 1% of of the Star Wars revenue forever, and the price for it
still
paying out to his estate. Sorry, Alec Guinness is dead. In case you didn't know that one as well.
I gather.
1997.
I mean, he had a good run if he died in 97.
It was about the same time because that was around when Peter Cushing died.
Oh, okay.
I was reading some fascinating stuff about Peter Cushing recently. He was one of very few actors of his era, like proper old school actors, who much preferred film to stage. Because apparently he was really perfectionist and meticulous, and he felt like he got really bored doing stage stuff because you're just doing the same thing over and over again to different audiences. But he felt like with cinema you can do stuff over and over again until you get the perfect cut and get it right with a lot of attention to detail.
I remember you telling me this. Like, I could absolutely believe it. Like, I'm still baffled as to how they got like classically trained British thespians like Peter Cushing, like Alec Guinness, to be in these weird movies about space wizards. But somehow they did.
Yeah,
and
I would love to see how like. Imagine pitching that to like to Ian, like, but Ian McDermott, no, well, partly, but to Peter Cushing's agent, like pitching Star Wars. Though, well, Peter Cushing's a slightly bit different example, yeah, because he, about Star Wars specifically, and about a lot of the horror stuff he did, he always said he didn't pick films based on whether he thought they were good. He picked films he acted in based on whether he thought his fans would enjoy seeing him in it, and he was like. He read the Star Wars script and was like, people who like my acting would love to see me doing this kind of insane villain role.
It's really cool that for a man who in this movie basically plays like the chief space Nazi. What a cool guy!
Yeah.
What a cool guy he was in real life.
Chief Space Nazi until they actually got Werner Herzog in for The Mandalorian.
As we discussed in The Mandalorian, where like it just breaks down. Like the Empire is evil, and they're basically like a totalitarian fascist state. Now we're going to get actual sinister Germans to play them, and it's like, yeah. At what point does this cease to be a metaphor? I mean, it's like we get it. The Empire is evil.
Could you pop back over here a sec? We need to get Stormtrooper hats from in here. Oh no, you've got a Stormtrooper hat. Cool, and open the Stormtrooper door, you fanny.
Where is the Stormtrooper door?
Here, it's this yellow thing. By yellow I mean white. God, that was an interesting brain incident I had there.
Nailed it.
Let's not talk about that and move on.
In the intervening time as well, I've also begun watching, or I've watched the Clone Wars animated movie, the CG one.
Oh yeah.
I've
actually not watched the. I've not watched the film of that. I've been working my way through the series, but not actually. I haven't watched the film.
The film is it's a 5 out.
I've heard it's not quite there yet, and Ahsoka is even more irritating than she is in the early seasons.
Ahsoka is trash in the film. I'm told that she matures and becomes a lot more interesting in the series.
She does.
Which is good.
And it's just like, I'm in a really good bit at the moment where they're like fleshing out a lot of like the Mandalorian stuff, including former love interests of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's all very interesting.
I'm just shot you in the back.
It fleshes out quite nicely, like why Obi-Wan knows what shit is going down with Anakin and Padme, and why he's kind of secretly okay with it, because he basically had a similar thing happen with like a politician a while ago.
Interesting.
Like a Mandalorian politician. It's really good.
Interesting.
Thoroughly enjoyable, I would say. Can you defend me while I build this thing?
I am trying. I'm very much looking forward to eventually watching the Clone Wars series. But like at the moment,
that's all. At
the moment, I am in the midst of watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is incredible, and ironically, is made by the same guy, Dave Filoni.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize until you pointed out that was Dave Filoni was involved in.
I have just gotten to like Clancy Brown, one of our favourite, as we've discussed, character actors, has just appeared in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, you've got to Ba Sing Se now.
Yeah, man.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. That whole sequence is like fantastically well done. It's like how you can just like sneakily use a kids show to teach kids about like fascist surveillance states and propaganda and stuff like that. It's very well done. Oh, you can see Obi-Wan dueling Vader up there.
Oh, okay. That's
quite cool.
Very cool, actually. Another thing that struck us when we watched like episode 4 again was that like the duel between Vader and Obi-Wan, not as though we weren't expecting much, because it's two old dudes and they didn't even know if the lightsaber technology was going to work with the special effects, but it's better than you remember it.
Yeah, it's still not good, don't get me wrong.
No,
but it is.
It's fine.
The faint praise I will give it is it was better than I remember it.
I was entertained.
But I would like to say how little that is
I was
saying.
entertained. Because everyone gives it a hard time. It's like, oh, it's just two old guys with like what are very obviously broom handles attacking one another. But like, it was a lot better than I remember.
And then Alec McGuinness does the wee, and that was deliberate.
Alec McGuinness, that was not deliberate. You said that accident.
No, that was deliberate. Right, you watched the recording back. I said that was deliberate so instantly fast afterwards.
I will be watching the recording back because I adore watching these videos.
Are you the reason these videos have done relatively well views-wise? You've just been marathoning them over and over again to inflate it, to force us to record more, you devious bastard.
What can I say? Like, I've made so many false accounts. All those people who have commented on it saying that I love the Bard is brilliant, it's just me. I'm getting Lego Lord of the Rings one way or the other, Doctor.
Fair. Oh, we bamboozled the rest of them, or are they not standard?
I think we can...
I think we can kind of do them all at the same time.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
And the Falcon...
We're slowly raising... Oh, there's 4 things to raise up, and we've done 2 of them. Oh, we need to get people up there somehow. Right. Oh, I forgot. And every time we raise it up one, The levels are... Right. correct me if I'm wrong, but the levels feel much longer in this.
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
Like, these are huge.
There are 10,000 stormtroopers just dropping in.
Yeah, maybe they clearly got the engine to do that as well. Is in this prequel ones, is to have far more enemies on field at any given time. The fuck was that?
I really like.
That was a weird sound in my house. Continue.
The animations of when are you about to be home invaded? Has someone just smashed into your home?
I don't think so. I think it was just the clock making weird noises.
Are you about to be taken out? And I'm going to have to continue the stream with like the random person who has invaded your house.
That's how it works. If you sneak in someone's house while they're doing a recording and kill them, you then have to take their place so no one realizes. Oh, sorry.
Hello, burglar. Hello, burglar Steve. I'll be your co-host tonight.
Oh, that would be so bizarre. What? Oh, okay. It looks like you're hitting that button. Then thank you. It's gonna.
I might get less sass from like a random home.
Almost certainly, yeah.
From you.
Less sass, but more, crimes. that's the trade-off. Sass or crime. You don't get.
Tune in next week, viewers, for when the bard goes on a crime spree with his new friend, Burglar Steve. Watch live streams as we heist the British Museum.
God, we've really gone off the deep end, haven't we?
You son of a bitch! I'm in.
Oh, have you finally seen that?
I have. You hate heist.
I do. I am Rick, and when it comes to how irritating and formulaic I find heist things. Oh, I think we've already pressed all these, so it doesn't work.
I like heist media in general. Like some of my favorite bits of fiction are heist.
And yet
shows
you refuse to watch Solo.
I don't refuse to watch Solo. I will watch it.
Solo is your ultimate formulaic heist movie.
Oh. I mean...
It's all about, everyone's kind of going to double-cross everyone, so it's working out exactly how and why that's going to happen. It's that.
See, like, there are... I know I'm probably not going to like Solo because I don't want a young Han Solo movie. I don't need to know how he did the Kessel Run. I just need to know that he did it and it's cool, and that's all I need to know about him. But, like, there are many of the constituent parts of Solo which I know I will enjoy.
Yeah.
Including but not limited to Donald Glover as young Lando Calrissian.
He's one of the best fighters.
That's excellent.
He's good, and what's her name from Game of Thrones is pretty good in it as well.
Emilia Clarke.
Yes, she's good. She's decent. Oh, we need to get 3PO up there. Where's he gone? And then
this is cool that like Vader and Obi-Wan are just having their little duel in the background. That's
cooler than it was
awesome.
in the film almost.
Yeah, it looks as though like Obi-Wan is he had the upper hand a minute ago. Not so much anymore.
Well, you'll be pleased to know the next episode is next level is your favourite vehicle level.
Oh, good God!
This is the fucking trench run.
I need to drink a lot more. Hang on.
Well, you're being shot in the back at the moment, and I can't help you.
Oh, why can't you help me? Oh, you're
because I'm 3PO. I've just been assassinated. Now let me.
The assassination of 3PO by the coward Stormtrooper 177.
Right,
That's a little improvement as well. When we fall from any height now in this game,
you do like a faceplant. Yeah, I liked that.
Exactly.
I'd only just noticed that too. There's a lot of little touches that make these ones just even funnier and a bit more personable, a bit warmer.
I feel like we've just had a lot of random banter, but like legitimately, this plays a lot better. Like even me using my claw hand, my carpal tunnel syndrome. Like,
or maybe it's just that. We probably are already drunk as we were last time now. So yeah. Maybe it helps that we've moved you on to WAS. WAS does somewhat better than you are on, like, UHJG or something like that last time.
Look at the confusion they get from Lego Vader.
Yeah.
If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can imagine. And so he does. Excellent. Can I do the sign-off? I enjoy doing the sign-off.
Yeah, because this is mid-episode, so no.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we do 2 episodes per episode, which is probably not a great idea with this game. So maybe we won't do that when we go forward. I'll edit these ones and see how long they end up being. Might just have to do one level.
Knowing as I know now that like a vehicle level is coming, I'm going to finish the rest of my whiskey because like.
Wise, I'm also going to finish the rest of my whiskey. Chin chin.
Salut. I feel that as a Scotsman drinking whiskey this time instead of the crappy cider I had last time, like it's feeding Pokemon rare candy. I'm only becoming more powerful the more I consume.
Yeah, maybe I should have cracked out the Tenants instead and just those 5 years I spent in Glasgow really just dial up again.
We should maybe explain.
Anyway,
to
right.
your, I was going to tell your viewership about the wonder that is Tennant's Lager, but I mean, we could just move on with the episode if you prefer.
Did I ever tell? Right, okay. There's several Tennant-related stories to tell, so we'll start the episode first.
Okay.
And then, this is my crawl.
I'm interested to see how you do, because we're running out of Star Wars characters that you could realistically.
We really are.
You could realistically voice, but I'm interested to see what you do.
Episode 1, A New Hope, Chapter 6, Rebel Attack. With the Death Star plans in their hands at last, the Rebel Alliance plans a desperate assault on the Imperial Space Station. But a homing beacon hidden attached to the Millennium Falcon, I fucked that up, has led Darth Vader to the Rebels' secret base on the hidden moon of Yavin. What the fuck am I doing?
Oh, you messed this up
This
terribly.
moon will soon be in range of the mighty Death Star's super laser. Now, a small band of fearless pilots bear with them the hopes of an entire galaxy.
I cannot do Vader's voice.
It turns out you were really
terrible.
bad at that, yeah. There are several things that bother me about the Battle of Yavin. First of all, so the whole thing is the Death Star has to move around the planet of Yavin to destroy the Rebel base, right? Or to move around.
Yep.
But why doesn't it just destroy the planet and then free up the firing line to the Rebel base on the adjacent planet?
Or also, I feel like blowing up the planet would be a pretty effective way of getting rid of the moon as well.
Yeah. Why does it have to move slowly around it when it could just blow up the planet and then it can fire right through and destroy the Rebel base?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I like that one of the pilots passed out. That was cool.
Yeah. No, these shots look quite cool, even in Lego.
Oh, there's
Tarkin watching it.
There's Tarkin back. Yeah.
Yep. But no, to my story about Tennant. So Tennant is a cheap shit lager of Scotland.
Oh yeah.
And God do I miss it, because England doesn't have that. So in England you either have England cheap lagers are worse than Tennant's because you have like Carling or Foster's or those kinds of shits. Or then you get the ones like Stella or Heineken that are they're just about as drinkable as Tennant's, but they're much more expensive. They're premium European lagers. England doesn't have a reliable shit lager like Tennant's.
I believe that. Having
found.
spent more time in England now, yes, I believe that. Tennant's is exactly cheap and shit enough to be cheap and shit, but also
it's not great, but it was $2.50
it's
a pound.
characterful.
Yeah.
It's interesting in how shit it is. Also,
But God, so one of the most bizarre experiences we ever had with Tennant. So we were on my brother's stag do. So this is a group of lads, mostly from the central belt of Scotland, in Milan. Classic place for you to go for a stag do, I know. Let's not get started
It's worth
on
pointing
that.
out that men from the central belt of Scotland are naturally all over 6 feet tall, ludicrously handsome, possessed of unfathomable sexual prowess.
Yes, the viewer should guess at this point where the bard is from. But yes, and so every single bar in Milan, not even just bars, like street vendors and stuff like that, would all have the same selection of beers. They would have one beer from every country in Europe. So they'd have like a French beer, an Italian beer, a German beer, a British beer. Without exception, the British beer was always Tennant Super.
Ironically, I would like to give this bit of information. Tennant Super cannot be marketed in Scotland, the place where it is brewed, because it breaches our own licensing laws and is only marketed.
It's 9.5%. It's literally illegal in Scotland. They had bottles of it there, and many places had it on draft.
It's one of my favourite.
I've never seen that in Scotland.
It's one of my favourite things about my nation that we're so alcoholic that we created a lager that we ourselves cannot have.
I also like that I'm the Y-wing on this, so I'm the one doing the bombing, where you're an X-wing and you're defending me.
Yeah.
That's actually just quite a nice touch.
You say that I'm defending you. I have very little idea what's happening. The vehicle levels are...
And yet we're doing fine.
The vehicle levels are almost
I'm just doing all the bombing.
for me.
This is much better than you actually being involved in doing the bombing on a vehicle level, because God knows controlling these is not your forte.
Oh God, no. I think I can in fact pick up the bombs, but I have no idea what to do with them.
Oh, you can? Oh, that it just must be entirely... You hit... It'll be D for you, maybe? I don't know.
No,
one of those
D
buttons.
is the shooty button.
Oh, then it's the other one. The one that's normally your hit with lightsaber button.
No, D is my...
Oh, if you still
D is my hit with lightsaber button.
Oh.
Are we trying to hit this thing over here?
Oh. Oh no, there's another one here. That's what we need to do. We do this. We've got to follow these little. This is a nice bit of gameplay stuff that just tells you where to. You got to follow these things to the power generator.
Oh, okay. Rewatching.
Or you can crash off into the wall. That was good.
Having rewatched episode 4, like I actually really enjoyed the Death Star. I like the Death Star trench run. It's just cool. I know you weren't a fan. The sprite wasn't a fan. I like this trench run.
For me, I just you have to remember my perspective is watching it, having watched the prequels first. And when you've seen like the Battle over Coruscant at the beginning of Episode 3, the trench run just looks like ass. It does.
I know, but it's tense and it feels like an actual like kind of fighter movie, which is bizarre because there's very little actual warfare in Star Wars, despite the title.
And it's also very bizarre. Once again, see why Vader is surprisingly second fiddle in that. The fact that Vader is like sent out in a ship to like fight on the front lines feels very weird in light of later stuff.
It does, but I mean,
true,
it does make sense because like our whole thing, like the one thing that we have learned about Darth Vader at this point, albeit inadvertently, is that Anakin Skywalker was a gifted pilot, and it turns out, hey, he is a gifted pilot.
Oh yeah, good point actually. Yeah, it's the Anakin is a mechanical genius subplot that never becomes relevant to anything ever.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I really wish they'd just, if that was thrown into the original trilogy, it'd be fantastic. When they're talking to C-3PO sometime, they're like, oh yeah, also, by the way, you were built by Darth Vader.
just to watch 3PO lose his mind.
Well, it makes more sense when he's like speaking Sith in Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, let's not talk about that. Let's just not talk about the various MacGuffins in Rise of Skywalker. A movie
that film was like 90% MacGuffin.
Yeah. I still enjoy it, but it's not a good movie.
I enjoyed it when I realised I was essentially watching a group of Star Wars nerds playing D&D rather than actually a Star Wars film. That made it very enjoyable, seeing it through that eyes.
I mean, we'll get to it on the rewatch pretty soon, actually. But
yeah, because we're on Last Jedi now.
But
Lego games do not exist of those. They made Lego Force Awakens and it did shit, and that was it.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's gonna get
mid-level cutscene. This is so much budget here.
Oh wow, he's gonna get in that TIE fighter, isn't he? Oh.
It's nice little touches like that. They're actually quite funny. Oh, I'm dying. I should not have necked all that fireball.
I already love... Oh, the TIE Interceptor is just bananas cool. I love it. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
It is bananas cool. That's exactly how I'd describe it.
I mean...
I think we have to hold forward here, turns out.
In the grand scheme
We've got to figure that out at the same time.
In the grand scheme of cool, like, bananas cool is about as cool as it gets, really.
Fair. I think we just have to vaguely dodge them, or not.
I just keep getting shot a bunch.
See, this thing, I've got 29,000 studs. You get so many on the vehicle levels, and when you're paired with someone who can't control his ship, that's how I pulled so much ahead of you.
Alright, kid, let's blow this thing and go home. Fuck yeah.
See, I didn't give a shit about this in the film. It's like, Han Solo comes back, it's like, firstly, I don't believe he would have done. Secondly, I don't care.
I get a real kick when Han turns up to save him at the end.
Of course you do. Right, now we just got to blow the old exhaust port. And of course it's a difficult and convoluted thing. So first of all, we got to take out the turrets, and then we got to bomb all 12 of them. One at a time.
Are you kidding me?
No. Oh, no, we don't. We just have to bomb that bit.
Oh, good.
Where are the bombs? It's the second trench run on the Death Star. I think you have to do that.
Thank God that mechanical genius and subversive agent Galen Erso made this possible.
I liked that plot point.
I like that plot point as well. It just, like...
Right, we need to go back and get a bomb, I suppose.
I just feel it ought to be acknowledged at this stage. Galen Erso.
Yeah, true. Is it in there?
The one weakness of Rogue One, like, again, is that, as with many kind of movies that follow kind of similar structure, is that, like, the characters in the film spend half the movie acquiring the information that we, the audience, already know.
Yeah, that's always a bit of an issue.
I don't think there's a bomb down here. Yeah. But there's Vader's TIE Fighter's back, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he got you. He got you good.
Yeah.
Then how do we blow this up?
There's got to be, like, a thing, right? There must be. So,
You'd think so.
So hang on, like, do we have to shoot that turny thing? And the turny thing will eventually...
I've already done that, and it just gave me a mini kit.
Oh. Well, maybe...
Oh, it's in here, is it?
Maybe we could just end the episode.
Oh, there's a power brick. That's cool.
A power!
The first power brick we've got.
I have the power! There we go.
There can be only one.
I was doing He-Man, you went Highlander. I'm not sure why that was.
I did. I don't know.
Do you have any...
I never really watched He-Man.
Do you have any inkling? Are we going to have to look up a walkthrough Is this what we're going to have to do? Is this what...
This is a walkthrough. I'm supposed to like it.
How do we... Can we just crash the Y-Wing in there? It's got enough firepower to take that baby out.
I think we legitimately have to go back and get a bomb.
But, like, we can't go that far back. That's the thing.
We can go all the way back, get one, and then we've got to get to the front without dying.
I think it's good. This is... Oh, there's the TIE fighters.
And they're not... Yeah, they're not Vader's one, is what matters.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's... What were we saying about the much better game design in this one?
Oh, fuck this.
There we go, there's bombs. I got bombs.
Fuck this with...
Yeah, you got to make it all the way there with a bomb.
Fuck this with a lightsaber in the arse.
Jeez, that was unnecessarily aggressive. At least we killed the TIE fighters.
No, we didn't. I hate these vehicle levels. I hate them so much.
They're much easier with the joystick, turns out, actually. Who knew?
They're just terrible. This is why I gave up video games. This level is what made me give up video games.
Oh. And there we go.
Yes! Ended!
Oh, what the fucking... bounced around like a mad idiot.
Woohoo! Did we do that thing we do where we made the same noise at the same time? You know, that we frequently do.
I think so. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Did we get the little medal ceremony at the end? Oh, we got a final shot of Tarkin before he blows up. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Bam! There we go. Think how many innocents perished. You know, just stormtroopers who weren't necessarily evil, just doing their jobs. Then we just, wipe them out.
Administrative workers, you know, electrical engineers.
Janitors.
Yeah.
They're super dead now. Unbelievably dead.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because when you think of the size of it, the crew of that thing must be...
Oh, yeah, man. Like, there's a whole nation on board the Death Star.
That's it. Yeah, that's
everyone gives Anakin Skywalker a hard time for killing.
Probably more people on there than live in Scotland. That's one way of putting it.
Are you bringing it home for me? Is this what this is? You're making it more relatable for me. You know, I can imagine what 5 million people is without thinking of Scotland.
And yet, somehow it makes it more real.
All those Scots on board the Death Star, it was like, I pledge my allegiance to the dark side of the Force. Yaldi.
Ach, nee!
Blarney!
Right, and on that note, finish story. And then after this, you can do the outro.
Oh, excellent.
I know you like doing them.
I do like doing the outro. It bothers me that when I watch these back, you know, the 10,000 times that I watched the previous videos
normally
back.
We share them. We all go I go, hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Then everyone goes, see ya, but you never joined in with that, so... Oh. Also, because I never told you to, so there's that.
I thought that was a privilege reserved for you, given this is your channel.
Nah. We all just chip in normally.
Oh, here we go. Here's Chewie not getting a medal.
He's there!
It's Lego Jerry Adams! Oh, good heavens!
Space Jerry Adams is in this as well. Right, we need to talk about... Right, next time we do this, we need to talk about Space Jerry Adams stuff.
I think we could do this now. So we have a running joke that that random white-bearded man who appears in all of the tracking shots of the Rebel Alliance, he looks remarkably like Jerry Adams, the former head of the Irish Republican Army, which is
officially officially he's just the head of Sinn Féin.
Sorry, allegedly the former head of the Irish Republican Army. But
when you look at the links, also how much the Rebel Alliance is basically the IRA as well in a lot of ways. The whole freedom fighting thing. And I'm very glad we get Lego Space Jerry Adams.
I mean,
that made me very excited.
I want to think that it's the same. I mean, the Rebel Alliance, RA, it's the Intergalactic Rebel Alliance, the IRA. I mean, it fits so easily.
Well, that and what we clearly just observed of a terrorist attack on the Death Star really does hammer home the whole terrorist versus freedom fighter argument quite nicely.
Yeah, I think you and I are oddly sympathetic to the cause of the Empire, and I'm not sure what that says about us as human beings.
No, it is. Yes, quite.
In any case,
anyway, well, on that note, actually, no, sorry, you were going to do this.
If you wouldn't mind. Thank you for tuning in, beloved viewership. We hope wherever you are in the world that you are happy, you are healthy, and that you will join us next time. I am the Bard, and I've been here with the Doctor. Take care, and good night.
Thank you very much, and good day.